Flavor Balance Heat, the podcast for hot sauce lovers and makers, is brought to you by Scoville.com. Try Scoville.com's hot sauce subscription box, where you pick the heat, flavor, and food pairings you want in your box. Get 1 or 3 bottles delivered to your door each month. Choose your heat level, flavor profile, and food pairings. And it's completely customizable each month. You no longer have to worry about getting sauces you don't like or won't use. Scoville.com specially curates each month's box based on your personal preferences. And best of all, High Desert Sauce Co., Butterfly Bakery of Vermont, and Irish Spike's unique hot sauces are all available at Scoville.com.
Caviar,
yeah, like gold leaf.
Caviar. Nobody has said caviar.
Nobody has said caviar.
I can't believe that.
I wonder how that would come across.
No, that's a great idea. Welcome to Flavor Balance Heat, the podcast for hot sauce lovers and makers. I'm Spike.
I'm Zac.
And I'm Claire.
Today we're talking to ERICA DIEHL from Queen Majesty Hot Sauce. Hi, ERICA.
Hi guys, how are you? Thanks for having me.
We're excited to have you, Erica.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you.
I have to tell you, your coffee and red habanero, when I was very first starting and playing around, had a huge impact on me. I made a whiskey and coffee hot sauce,
Nice.
which was one of our first ones to roll out. And that was one of the inspirations from that. So thank you
cool.
so much.
Yeah, of course. That's cool.
So what's
It's fun experimenting with flavors.
Yeah.
What got you into spicy foods and hot sauce and?
I grew up on Frank's Red Hot, pretty much. Like, I grew up in Buffalo, New York, and everyone has Frank's in the fridge there. Like, it's the buffalo wing sauce, of course. And I don't know, I just kind of grew tired of it. Like, I still love Frank's, and I still have a bottle in my fridge. But it's kind of one note, or it makes your food taste like Frank's instead of just hot, like instead of just like something better. So I started making hot sauce probably about almost 20 years ago, just for myself to just because I was looking for something that was hotter and tastier and had, you know, more food ingredients, like a little like fresher ingredients, I guess.
Yeah, the depth of flavor.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Erica, what do you feel like makes a great hot sauce?
Definitely heat. Obviously, like it has, you know, it's like so disappointing when something just isn't hot enough. But so it's like
You
the
and I are
heat,
now
obviously.
friends.
Yeah, yeah. It's like I know. It's like I feel like my tongue's being burned by the vinegar more than the heat with Frank's. But yeah, I think that and yeah, using like nice quality ingredients. You know, real garlic instead of garlic powders. You know, things like that. Claire, I'm always impressed by your flavors. So, and you have a lot of integrity with your ingredients, and I think that's what makes your hot sauce taste so good. So, yeah, I think like the quality of the ingredients has a lot to do with it.
What do you like if you're starting to work on a new flavor of hot sauce? Like, what do you start with? Do you start with the ingredients? Do you start with an inspiration? What's your process?
Yeah, it's. I think it starts with the inspiration first. You know, thinking like, well, when I was starting it, our first flavor was the Scotch bonnet and ginger, and that was, I have a lot of Caribbean friends and Jamaican friends, so I was wanting to make a hot sauce that would go well with Caribbean food and jerk and things like that. So that was my inspiration for that sauce. And then I wanted something in the lineup that was like a little less hot. That's why I went with the jalapeno, the red habanero. Then it's like, I like experimenting with the colors too. So that's what I was kind of doing as far as like our lineup is like having like attractive colors and then kind of creating the flavors and around that. And then like, for example, like the red habanero and black coffee Spike, like I was thinking like, you know, the red habanero is such a strong flavor. So I was trying to think of what's something else that has such a strong, intense flavor that could maybe balance that out, and started playing around with coffee.
And habanero is just a great. I mean, I think it's the best all around pepper.
It's my favorite. I think it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Especially those like big, like meaty, like red Savina or whatever habaneros. Like those are really, really nice.
Yeah. So I'm just curious. So how did go making hot sauce on your own transform into becoming a company?
I still don't know why I thought I was crazy enough to actually do it, but I've always been a graphic designer. So I was working at this like marketing, branding, graphic design company for a long time, sharing a lot of hot sauces with the guys there. We started having hot sauce competitions amongst us, like friendly hot sauce competitions. And I just got more into experimenting and more into like packaging and having these contests. And that pushed me actually to up my game in it, I guess, a little bit. And then just was in between graphic design jobs and decided to just try it out. I'm not like, I honestly, like, in retrospect, I'm glad that I was so naive. Like, I didn't know what I was getting myself into because, you know, it's a lot more work than I planned it to be, but it's rewarding.
When did you start your company? What year?
2013. So we're just a little over in April. Technically, it'll be 11 years.
I mean, talk about
Nice.
good timing. That was before the big rush, you know,
Yeah.
amazing. And I do want to note your branding is fantastic.
Thank
I
you.
love
Thank
your
you.
label.
Appreciate that. I do all the labels and the graphic design.
Awesome.
Thank you.
What is your favorite sauce from your lineup?
I probably use the red habanero the most.
The red habanero.
Depends on what I'm eating, but yeah, I think the red habanero and black coffee.
And then, are there any recipes that you have tried that didn't quite work out?
I tried experimenting with pomegranate or something once, and I was just like, it just got weird. I don't know. Sometimes like some fruits, berries, and things like that can just go. I don't know. You just got to be very careful with the balance of that. And I'm not one for super sweet hot sauces either. I'll leave that to people who like doing that, but I just don't particularly. I don't have a sweet tooth. We don't add sugar to any of the sauces. You know, we keep it pretty more on the savory side. But yeah. What was your question?
Oh, I was asking
Sorry,
if there was a sauce that you've tried to make, bring to market, but it didn't quite work out.
Yeah, no, that's it. It's just, I think just like some failed, experiments that in the kitchen that didn't even make it out of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you always the one who develops every new recipe, or do some of your staff do that, or how does that? It's always you.
It's me. Yeah, that's fun. That's like the fun part for me. One of the fun parts. So I like to do that. I'd be open if people have suggestions. I'm always open to, customer suggestions, friends, family, like everyone's input for sure.
Yeah, you
Nice.
never know what you're going to be, what's going to be the best part to jump off of. Best idea.
So do you guys make your own products, or do you use a co-packer? Instead of
We do. We make it in Queens, New York, in Long Island City.
I got to visit. It was really fun.
Yeah, it was fun to have Claire visit.
So
I got to
Yeah.
come visit you now, Claire.
Yeah, you absolutely have to come visit. I would
Cool.
love to show you our place.
Me too. Thank you.
Yeah, that's all three women we've had on the show make their own products. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I don't know if I can think of a woman hot sauce like just seller, like who uses a co-packer. Eric, I don't know if you can think of anybody.
Piscaya may use a co-packer.
Okay.
Somebody we have coming up, Bobby's Boat Sauce.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. She does. Yes. I guess there's just a few enough
Yeah.
of us anyway, but it's hard to. I'm Claire George. I own Butterfly Bakery of Vermont. We make hot sauce, mustard, cookies, and granola, and 100% of our products are made with Vermont ingredients. The thing that I hear most often from people is that my hot sauce tastes like the peppers that are in it. We do really simple recipes that don't get too crazy and nitpicky, just to really accentuate the flavor of the peppers that are in there. The unique thing about our hot sauces is how much we feature the farm and the relationship with the farm, and really bring the terroir of Vermont to our hot sauces. I am pretty sure I am the #1 purchaser of Vermont-grown chili peppers. I would love it if there would be a legitimate pepper market in Vermont where people would know Vermont for its peppers. We're all better for supporting each other. And I think that part really shows itself with the collaborations that I do with the other businesses and the other farms, that I love working together and coming up with new ideas and presenting each other with new challenges. And I think overall that's the attitude here. And I absolutely love it because that's my attitude. I try to live my life with love. The ingredients that I use, I would say that my values are reflected in that, that I use ingredients that, again, feel good, feel loving, feel supportive. The relationship with the farmer was how it all began. If I changed the reason for it being, if I went out and bought some commodity peppers, it might not be as good.
You can find Butterfly Bakery of Vermont hot sauce, mustard, granola, and cookies at butterflybakeryvt.com. So I have a question. It's seems like a dumb question, but I don't think it is. I know Zac hates it. He thinks it's dumb. So you were on an ocean liner. It sank. You are the only survivor on a desert island. You know this scenario. All the food from the ship keeps washing ashore. So you've got a lot of different things you can eat, but only one pellet of hot sauce was on there. It can't be yours. Whose would it be? What would you want?
Honestly, not for nothing, I would go easily through a palette of hot sauce of, what's that one I said to you, Claire? The one that you make like the smoked applewood or
the Maplewood smoked onion.
Yeah.
Maplewood smoked onion.
That's actually my desert island hot sauce, but it's not allowed to be since it's my own. So
yeah, I haven't tried your whiskey and coffee one. That sounds very intriguing, Spike. But definitely that Maplewood smoked onion is so good.
We moved it to I'll be happy to send you some. We moved it to because we've got so many sauces now that it became it kind of got pushed to the back. So now it's a premium. We do it once a year.
Oh, that's cool.
So I'll be happy. Actually, we have a few bottles left from last year. I'll send you one.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Just to clarify, I don't think the question itself is dumb. It's just so hard to answer that for me, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, and
that is true.
My desert island is one of Claire's too. The cilantro and onion. I mean, just a fantastic sauce. So,
Erica, have you had that one? The cilantro onion?
I don't think so.
Oh, so good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
We'll have to do another trade. I think I finished off everything that you sent me.
Okay, cool.
Although,
I'm
I've
down.
got your spice, the ancho habanero hot sauce powder back there.
Nice. I would love to trade if you guys want any of our sauce as well.
Awesome. Sounds great.
Have you had any high desert products?
Oh yeah, for sure. I can't remember when the last one I had, but yeah, I'm not sure. I need to try it again.
All right.
Thank you. I will gladly trade you or like buy some, get some. Thank
Whatever.
you.
I've been demolishing his Ghost of Saffron. So
Yeah, it's a good
Ooh.
sauce.
he just sent me a bunch more sauces, and I made a point of putting the hotter Ghost of Saffron up here because I wanted to eat the regular Ghost of Saffron. So.
And
that
Zac,
kind of
you can't think of, you never named your palette of hot sauce that would wash up on shore?
I think I refuse to answer that question. If I
Okay.
remember.
I think, Zac, you should just come up with a different answer every week.
Okay. I can
There you go.
Yeah. But we're not asking me. We're asking her. So my
But she
part of
answered it
that is
quickly.
Well, and
yeah.
I've said this before, but the reason why I asked that question is I'm always interested in the breadth of a sauce. Your coffee and red habanero can go on everything. And those sauces, I think, are kind of special sauces. There's some that'll go on one thing and one thing only, or a couple different things, or one type of food. But those ones that can go on everything and fit in well, I think are special sauces. And so I think this helps us to hone in on the ones out there that do that.
So, Erica, what inspires you in terms of business or hot sauce or just life in general? Like, what kind of makes you excited?
Like thinking of new ideas. I think being a little creative, taking time to be creative, which I don't feel like I get to do as much. Sometimes I get a little too tied into like the business side of things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We've spoken about this a little bit, and it's sad because that's not what inspires me. New ideas, even if it's just like a cool new kind of like packaging or yeah, just like new things. I think I get inspired by new ideas, new things, trying it out, pushing boundaries, and being intentional with things too, like having like a reason behind it, like creativity that has like a special purpose. I'm trying to think of like a good example, but like I like coming up with an idea like where you can make like a salad dressing inside of our bottles. We actually sell these labels that are salad dressing labels on our site. And so when you get down to the bottom of your bottle, the label has a recipe on it, and you can make the recipe for the salad dressing right inside your hot sauce bottle.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Fucking awesome.
Yeah, thank you. And
Yeah.
so, yeah, we have a little salad dressing kit on our site. And so it's just like things like that is fun for me. And it's also, you know, giving another life to the bottle and, you know, like another use and kind of connecting to the customer in like another way. Those kind of things excite me.
That's really awesome.
That's really
I really
cool,
love
yeah.
that.
Yeah, thank you.
Stolen. Just kidding. I don't have the bandwidth for that. I don't have the manpower or the mental capacity to figure that out right now.
No, but try it when you run out of a hot sauce or something. Just, you know, even with one of your hot sauces, even grab one of them. We have the recipes on our website too. You don't have to buy the kit, and then you know you can use a high desert sauce and just.
I've done that, but I've never thought of marketing it. That's fantastic.
Right? That is ingenuity at its finest.
We just did a recipe like on our social for our escape sauce, like escape sauce vinaigrette, but I hadn't thought of like getting down to the bottom of the bottle and just turning it into a dressing. I love that.
That is.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I need to start thinking like that.
You know, it's like it's like making the time to think like that too. Sometimes you just don't always have like the time and space to you know, let your mind just, you know, go to fun places.
You're looking
Long
at
showers.
my only employee.
You know? Yeah, shower, like the shower.
Long showers, yeah. Or walking. Go for a long walk. That's great too.
Yeah, that sounds like more.
That's easier. A peaceful walk is easier where you live than where I live. But.
Yeah.
Although I actually kind of love your neighborhood, and I know, I mean, like I've been there exactly once, but like I love industrial neighborhoods. Like I love the functionality of them. Like it's a place where people come to do, you know, so it's not a place where people need to have a perfectly manicured bush or where they need to, you know, build a tall fence to keep people out. It's not like, it's where people come to do and have function. And I don't know. I love industrial neighborhoods.
Yeah.
But our last two locations have both been across the street from auto body repair places. So I always watch like cars come in that are all mangled and destroyed. And, and something is just like not entertaining about that, but the like remaking of it and I don't know. I love industrial places.
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, my neighborhood I was actually getting ready to take the dog for a walk last night, so we're firing off around. So we're like, well, sorry, buddy, we're not going anywhere. So long walks in my neighborhood are not probably a good idea.
Got you.
Flavor Balance Heat, the podcast for hot sauce lovers and makers, is brought to you by Irish Spike's unique hot sauces and Vandal pepper sauces. I'm Spike, the owner and executive saucier. Our sauces are handmade in the Pacific Northwest using the best possible ingredient. We believe that hot sauce equates to a balance of sensational heat coupled with a robust and complex flavor profile. Live your hottest life with Irish Spikes. Irish Spike's unique hot sauces and Vandal pepper sauces are available at saucecult.com.
So, all right. So, Spike is a psychopath, okay? He has so many irons in the fire.
I've got the same disease of too many ideas, sometimes good and sometimes awful. I think
he needs to get back into the kitchen to slow his brain down.
Right.
It's a real thing. So he has this idea where he wants to make $100 hot sauce. And not just like slap $100 price tag on a bottle of hot sauce. He wants ingredients and processes used to warrant that price tag. Do you have an ingredient or a process that you would recommend for a $100 hot sauce?
Wow.
Right.
I mean...
Oh, and I should mention, the three of us are going to make this sauce.
It's going to be a real thing.
Yeah. We're all talking about it.
They're all going to come to Vermont.
Yep.
Oh, really? Very cool.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I just
You're
started
coming to
thinking,
Vermont.
like caviar.
Caviar?
Yeah. Like truffle. I mean, those like very obvious. I'm just trying to think like very obvious, like expensive ingredients, but
Caviar
Yeah, like
and a
gold
hot
leaf.
sauce.
Caviar. Nobody has said caviar.
Nobody has said caviar.
I can't believe
Yeah.
that.
I wonder how that would come across.
No, that's a great idea.
And like, yeah, like something like, yeah, like maybe you throw a couple truffles in there, or like or mushrooms even too, or something.
Yeah, we have a ketchup with porcini mushroom that that would not be bad.
Yeah.
You're
You can
talking
get morels
to
out here.
yeah, you're talking to the anti-truffle crew here.
Yeah.
I no, you know what? That's good to know. I do not like truffles either.
It's not that I don't like truffles in a hot sauce. Typically, a hot sauce with truffles, its focus is the truffle.
Yeah.
My friends out in California, excuse me, California Hot Sauce Solutions, they make a sauce called Subtleties, and it's got a little bit of truffle in it, and it's just got a little truffle note on the end. It's not the forefront of the sauce, and that is fucking delicious. So
That I could handle.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm not. Yeah, when it's just all truffle. Yeah.
Well, I just don't like the way that truffle just sticks around forever. The truffle oil, like you're burping it for the next like 2 hours.
Yeah.
I don't like that smell.
yeah.
Yes. Some of the other stuff that we've talked about is like koji fermentation and, other processes that like take a long time.
Oh wow! Right. Like Noma, like Michelin star solution types of processes. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Well, and the reason why this came about is we've seen a few, one in particular, hot sauces that have come out that are over $100 that were not worth it. Their branding made it look like it, but when you look at the ingredients, it's absolutely not. And so I thought it would be really cool to really put everything into a sauce and see how far we could take it and charge make $100 like the goal, because they were like, I think 150. I've seen some that are even more, but I thought $100 was a good round number and way more than you would ever pay for a hot sauce. So
You'll get those people paying for it though.
yeah.
And like, what is it? Like Vic Klinko for his collection, or
Vic doesn't. He wants free stuff.
You gotta give it. He needs it for the collection though.
Well, and I think we have to make an extra one for Vic, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, we probably do.
Well, we have to send him two, really. One for the collection and one for him to eat. So
That's true.
Now it's getting pricey.
yeah. Well, I mean, it's Vic. How do you not? How do you not help support that man in his dream? You know what I mean?
It can't be $100 hot sauce because we've given it away free to so many people, so everybody else has to fit the bill.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
That would be a good way to do it.
Yeah.
That's interesting though. I just thought, like, what if it is $100 hot sauce, because then you buy, like, with your $100 hot sauce, you just bought like 20 hot sauces for 20 other people.
Like a pay forward situation.
Yeah. Pay forward hot sauce.
Or something charitable.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all have charitable sauces. That there's something charitable. We can just get as close to $100 as we can, and then just donate the rest of the money.
Oh, I love that. And we're in the middle of our website I think I sent you to our website. We're getting ready to list all the charitable hot sauces that we can find throughout the country or the world. So
very cool.
And Erica, do you do any? Do you work with any charities or do any fundraising?
We used to make like the before Cocoa Ghost became like our we used to make like a cocoa hot sauce around Valentine's Day that would do some fundraising for Hunger Free America, and we like working with them. And we don't have like a set thing, and like we'll do things where we like, for a while we were proceeds from the hot sauce were planting trees somewhere for a while, and then I do my own like charity work. I volunteer, not charity work. I like, it's more like solidarity work, but I volunteer like on the side for some local organizations around Brooklyn too. But yeah, I would like to. I can never just settle on like one thing, or maybe just like rotating it. I guess is the best way.
we do something similar. We've got one that we do every year, but we move to different things. Yeah.
I used to rotate mine, and it was so hard to kind of keep up with it. And some charities were really great at being partners, and some were not. And then I finally just settled on one, because then I could do other things if I wanted to. But at least there would always be something kind of running in the background.
Oh, speaking of that, Claire, you inspired us. Starting this month, 5% of the proceeds from our sauce go to the local food bank.
That's great. That's
Yeah,
great.
I'm really happy about that.
Feeding people is good.
Yeah,
Yes.
I know, right?
We're in the business of that.
We're in the business of making food taste better and hopefully
Yeah.
getting more food into people's mouths.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've kind of
So-
gotten into this a little bit. Hot takes, things that most people, with regard to hot sauce, most people kind of are on board with, but you're not. Truffle, everybody seems to love the truffle sauce except us. Do you have any other hot takes in the hot sauce business?
My hot take is like I'm very anti-xanthan gum.
I am pro xanthan gum.
Are you really?
I am.
I'll be
I
right back.
prefer
I'm
it.
not gonna be around. I'm not gonna hang out for this argument.
No, it's fine. I don't have any problem with people that don't like xanthan gum in their sauces. What my problem is when people get mad because you do. And there's some people that are like not cool about people having it in there. I prefer it because it does separate things and it doesn't get clogged. It helps the sauce coat smoother. But I only use a tiny bit. I think it gets
Gotcha.
overused a lot. And that's what gives it a bad name more than anything.
I'm definitely
Okay.
not mad at people who use it, just for the record.
Yeah.
But no, just like clarifying from myself personally. But I just don't like it because I don't like the people who overuse it. Those sauces tend to like have a consistency I don't enjoy.
It's awful. When they overuse it,
All
it's
right.
just awful. Yeah.
So this is the whole anti-xanthan gum argument. You see this shit? You know what the first 3 ingredients in this shit is?
What?
Water, vinegar, and cider vinegar, and then they fill it with xanthan gum to make
Oh,
it
wow.
better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I understand,
Yeah.
Spike, you don't do that, but that's why xanthan gum has a bad name. Shit
No,
like
I
this.
totally get it. And I don't disagree with you. That makes me angry too. Because it's just, it gives what I do a bad name. And I like being able to put I love we often get, one of the comments we get from reviewers is they like the consistency of our sauces.
That's cool.
Spike, I wonder if there is a way for you to achieve that consistency and kind of just sidle past the xanthan gum haters. Like if there's another ingredient that they just wouldn't pick up on, like a chia seed or a, something like that they would just go, oh yeah, of course, why not?
We've talked about it, Zac and I, when we were just going to do before you came along. And we talked about chia seed. I don't like the consistency of chia seed, but maybe if just a little bit like xanthan gum, it might work.
Chia seed powder, not chia seed specifically.
No, but that sliminess it gets, it's worth trying. Why not? I'll try anything.
Holy shit.
What is that?
So I actually need to,
450 milligrams of sodium
Zach, I was
per
giving you
ounce.
crap about your you bringing a hot sauce, and I left mine in the other room.
What the fuck?
Let me
Did
go grab
Erica? Did you bring a hot sauce?
I have one.
All right, let me just grab it. I already know which one it is.
Well, it's actually it's like a spicy condiment. It's not.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's a
No,
Yeah.
sambal.
hot sauce.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I've actually been. I have a hot sauce today, but I actually don't eat that much hot sauce. So it's not my own, and so my husband does. He has a lot, so I usually just grab his sauces. But I've been. But sometimes like I'm running low on figuring out because I have to bring another hot sauce every week, and so I've been bringing some spicy condiments.
Okay. Cool.
450 milligrams of sodium for
Damn.
1
Is it a
ounce.
teaspoon?
For an
An
ounce.
ounce is a lot.
I know,
I mean,
but
an ounce is 6 teaspoons.
yeah.
So what? 450 divided by 6 is what is that? 75.
Yeah.
So that's not that high.
Still too high for me.
I mean, no, 75 isn't that high.
I'm fucking with you. I'm salt sensitive. I don't like salt.
75 is what we go
Yeah.
for.
75 is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been recently, Erica?
Oh, good. Thank you. I just got back from a snowboarding trip.
Oh, fun.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm just learning how to snowboard, and also like I don't know if a lot of people know this, but I DJ as well.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. So the name Queen Majesty was my DJ name. So that's where I got the name Queen Majesty from. It's actually the name of a song, a Jamaican song. I only DJ Jamaican music. So, yeah, it's like the name of a Jamaican song that's a cover of a Curtis Mayfield song. Anyway, so for this snowboarding trip, I was DJing as well as having like a kind of like a pop-up for the hot sauce as well.
Flavor Balance Heat is brought to you by High Desert Sauce Co. out of Tucson, Arizona. Zac is the owner and creative mind behind High Desert Sauce Co.'s hot sauces. He says, at High Desert Sauce Co. we make sauces that we love. The balance of bold heat and fresh flavor is the heart of our philosophy. We keep it simple by using the best ingredients we can get our hands on and letting the natural flavors run the show. High Desert Sauce Co. Just the good stuff. Visit High Desert at hdsauceco.com.
So, Erica, what did you bring?
Okay, so a friend of mine, Auria, has, and that's Auria, makes some delicious sambal. So I brought some of her Auria's Malaysian kitchen sambal.
Oh, that sounds fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
She knows what she's doing. It's really good, really spicy, super flavorful.
We've only just recently started being able to get sambal around here, and I love it. I just made a Peruvian chicken dish tonight for dinner, and it called for a specific type of paste that we can't get around here, but the alternative was sambal, and it's so good in there.
Nice, perfect.
What about you, Zach? What do you have?
No, ladies first.
Gotta go. So we've got Smokey J's. It's a green sauce. This is I think it's
Sam Sauce.
Yes, and this is I think it's number 2 on the upcoming hot ones. So that's why we have it in the house, because my husband gets that subscription, and it's nice. It's got some nice smokiness. It's nice green sauce. It's got like I think it's more of like a mesquite type smokiness. It's nice.
Very cool.
Amateur smokers. Love you, buddy. Love you, Sam. Oh, I can't see
that?
it. This is Harmacy Hot Sauce.
Harmacy, yeah.
Ooh.
I met him at
like
Fiery Foods. This is his chichi. It's like, what the fuck is the word I'm looking for? It's kimchi based. He makes his own kimchi and then turns it into a hot sauce.
Yeah.
That's nice.
So we're going to scope that out here in a second.
Nice.
And I brought Sauce Leopard does the Road Dog. I got to talk to him at Fiery Foods, and it was just all of his sauces were fantastic. I really, really liked them, but I haven't tried this one yet. So
That's right. I haven't talked to you guys since you were at Fiery Foods.
yeah,
No.
How was it?
Albuquerque?
yeah.
Where's that? Yeah. Okay.
Garbage.
So you mean you had to talk to lots of people? Is that what you're saying?
Zach was
I
in a weird spot.
Yeah, I was
Oh.
in like a dead space. There was like just people were coming down from. So I was supposed to be next to Bravado, and then Bravado canceled like the last 2 weeks prior to the show. So they had some other podcast posted up, and they had these curtains that like blocked people's view from one direction, and then coming from the other direction was pucker butt. So the people that did pass by my booth were like, "I don't want any more hot sauce," and I'm like,
That
"You know how it
stinks.
We're
is."
like tapped out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I hate it when I get a placement like that.
I mean, I picked it because I was next to Bravado, and they draw a crowd there, and then they didn't show up. So it's my own fault.
I was there doing interviews. I got a bunch of interviews, and the sound came out awful.
Oh no.
Yeah, I had these lav mics that connect to your phone, and I thought, oh, this is going to be perfect. I've used them before. They work really well. Not when there's 1,000 people all the way around you.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'll be getting a Rhodes mic next time instead of going cheap.
Claire, have you ever been to that Fiery Food Show?
I haven't. I generally don't do that many shows. I need to pick up on that. And so I'm going to be doing a show in Boston in like a month and a half. And I do another one over in Portsmouth, New Hampshire over the summer. And that one's been really good. But I don't know. I just need to I need to do that, and I need to figure it out. But I've got young kids and a family, and all that travel is just tough.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I'm getting ready to do a local event here, 5 hours, and I will make more money than I did in Albuquerque in 5 hours.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, and that's, those big events are expensive to do, especially if they're multi-day. And you have to make a lot of money to even break even. but then there's also just the exposure and the visibility and the marketing aspect of it. And so how much is that worth? And I don't know.
I know it's really hard to quantify. Last week we did a 3-day trade show for food service sizing. Like this year we're actually coming out with food service sizing.
Nice.
And it'll be good. It's going to be like a new thing for us. But just like it's pretty exhausting. They're really fun, and I love talking to people and like getting meeting people in person. But it's a lot of work.
Yeah, I could barely talk when wasn't at the we didn't have a booth, but I was just doing the interviews. But trying to do interviews, by the end of the weekend, I was sore throat, hoarse.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, thank you for doing the podcast. Then that's really nice of you to stick it out.
It's my pleasure. No, this is great.
Are we sampling these products? Because
Are we
having
them?
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgot to get like a little spoon or something. But I have I have this like straw.
That works. I forgot to bring my spoon too, but I just use my hand.
This is nice. It's got a lot of bell pepper in it, but it's a little warmer, just slightly warmer than most bell pepper forward sauces. I really like it. Balanced well.
I want more salt in this. This needs more salt. It's okay. It's good.
Yeah. Mine was already opened. Was that supposed to be not open?
No,
that's fine.
Oh no, mine. I honestly, I also won't review. I won't bring a sauce on here that I really hate. So all 100% of mine are open.
Okay, good. So this one, this one is really nice. It's like right away. It's like oil. There's like it's like oily, but like it has a lot of great flavor. And actually, this has shiitake mushroom in it too.
Nice.
As we were talking about mushrooms.
How was yours, Zach?
It was all right. I don't know. It's got MSG in it, and
I like MSG.
I do too.
I know. I'm not complaining about the MSG. I don't know. I'm gonna put it in the fridge and chill it and see if I don't know. Warm, it's not.
Yeah.
It's not jiving with me.
Yeah.
But I mean, it is kimchi based, so I don't know. Maybe I like it better cold.
There you go.
Yeah.
I just noticed, Spike, that this has chia seeds in it.
Oh.
So there you go.
Because I think he uses xanthan gum in his products, and he probably
and the heatness doesn't. So they probably But I have to say, texturally, it's got a teeny bit of gumness to it, but it doesn't stand out to me as a gum sauce. It has a nice kind of
that coat
come apart. I mean, it's coats, but it also comes apart the way that a gum sauce wouldn't. So, it seems like it'd be worth trying that out, Spike.
Awesome. I'll check it out. Oh, Zach, it's your question.
Yep. So what's next for you and Queen Majesty? Where do you see the company going?
So I just mentioned we were getting into some food service sizing. I would also I want to do more events. I want to do I just want to have like a little bit more fun again. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, connect with like our community, travel, like maybe like have like pop-ups in, other places, like just do, a lot of people are doing collabs, and like I feel like collabs are like everyone's doing collabs with people, but I like it because it's like, and not just hot sauce, it would be like, doing a collab, like let's say like, what makes sense like for our hot sauce companies, and then we do a collab with like, like a chicken finger company or something, like something just very symbiotic. So some things like that. I just want to like kind of be reaching out to more people, like kind of get out of the office more and like, yeah.
Well, I know, Erica, you and I had talked about doing something at some point. It would be nice to do some kind of women's hot sauce collaboration of some kind.
Ooh, that'd be awesome.
Sure.
Yeah.
If you end up doing that, Dana, my partner, would love to probably, I'm not going to speak for her, obviously, but she's not here to ask. She would definitely love to be involved with that somehow, some way. She used to brew beer for a living, and they did like an all-women's brew day at Huss up in Phoenix, and she loves doing. And she's not really a part of High Desert, but she definitely helps out a lot. So
well, it's something the beer brewing world has the Pink Boots Society of women brewers, but there's kind of nothing like that for women hot sauce makers, and it would be, I don't know, I just want to like connect more often with other women in the industry. Because,
yeah, that too, for sure.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yeah.
The Purple Hairnet Society.
Purple hairnet. I kind of like.
We could actually make purple hairnets to like
actually
sell
love
to each
purple
other.
hairnet.
That's awesome.
My lead hot sauce maker is also a woman, so that's also, which has not been the case for a lot of years. So I like that.
Yeah.
So ERICA, do you have any questions for us?
Yeah, well, may I throw the question back at you? Like what do you guys got going on for 2024 in your own personal like businesses? Any like things that are exciting to you or things that you guys are working on?
Who wants to answer?
Besides your $100 hot sauce. Sorry.
Besides that, yeah. Zach, you want to go first?
Individually.
Oh, I've been trying to get out of this shared kitchen space for like, I don't know, 5 years now, and it doesn't seem to be a thing. So, for the first time since High Desert's been born, I'm considering going co-packer, which I'm not real happy about, other than my Hot Ones order, but that's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
But that might free up some time for you.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I can't make the shit and sell the shit. It's getting to be a lot, especially since I don't really have any employees right now, and I don't want to try to find employees because I can't guarantee 40 hours a week, you know, and it's just the way things are. And right now, it's, you know, it would be fair to somebody to be like, hey, you want to come work for me maybe 40 hours a week kind of thing. So
although I've definitely had occasional employees, and that is exactly what they want out of a schedule, is just to come in on an as-needed basis.
Yeah.
So they definitely exist.
I hear you, but my schedule doesn't typically work with their schedule because I'm in the kitchen at 5 o'clock in the morning. They're like, "Oh, I don't get up till like 8," and I'm like, "Well, I don't know what to tell you. This is when you need to be here." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna adjust what I've been doing for the last 5 years to making money. It's not. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's addictive to say, but I like to get in, get out. That way, there's no other people in there, and I don't have to fight for the dish pit, and I don't have to. You know what I mean? It's like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So my goal this year is to ramp up visibility locally, because I've recently learned that my Arizona wholesale is garbage. Throughout the entire state of Arizona, we're only available in like 11 stores, and I don't get it. Like, we should be available everywhere.
Yeah.
How about you, Claire?
Gosh, I mean, we're kind of in this, like, we've been doing a ton of work on the like back end of the company, and just like basically reinventing just how we operate and how it's run. We're investing more in our employees. We're just changing that entire structure. And so it's just been this, I know sometimes it feels like the process is incredibly slow, and other times it feels like it's going really fast. But then on the other side, it doesn't, like, people don't see it at all on the outside. It just means that we're actually operating better and running better, and hopefully, you know, make everything happen better. So that's really where I've been putting my energy. I just got an advisory board, which is fun and exciting. And I'm trying to hire a marketing person right now. I had somebody who was great, and then she moved, and then I got all the way through the hiring process with 2 awesome applicants, and then both of them backed out. So I'm now starting the search over again. So yeah, so those are the kind of things that I'm working on. We're I don't know, I just feel like we're changing everything and nothing at the same time, which is like, I kind of, feels like the cycle of everything. In terms of just hot sauce, we're coming out with little miniature bottles too, 50 milliliter bottles.
Cute.
And
Nice.
and I love them so much. We have to make them work with our filler, but that's
aren't they like they're gonna, it's gonna be a pain in the ass to fill all those, you know?
I know it is.
We have a client that we do 2-ounce bottles for, and so we've gotten good at that. His 2-ounce bottle has a wide mouth though, and I don't want to use the same as his. And these other ones are really cute. They look just like they're woozy. It's just a 50 milliliter woozy, and but it has a really narrow neck. Yeah. And so we just need that filler to work a little better. But we do thousands of 2-ounce bottles for this client. Like on a given day, we'll do like, I think we just did 6,000 of these little 2-ounce bottles in a day. So we can do it. And I mean, and I'm just amazed at how much she just keeps going through. And we sell a lot of 2-ounce jars of caramel too. So like clearly people like the miniature size. So
They
we're just
do. I know.
figuring out the
Unfortunately, they
logistics.
do, but it like
Yeah.
costs us just as much almost to make the
Exactly.
small ones than it is to make the big ones.
Yes. Well, and that's why I put it off for so long, because it was like very close to being the same. But then I realized that like, I mean, we're charging $5 for our little bottles and like on the retail, and people still love them and buy them, and it works. So
It's good.
We
Good.
did that, the same bottles that you're talking about, Claire. We did that a few years ago with our Bizarro sauce. It's a cranberry habanero, and sent it to Bizarro Con, which is it's a genre of fiction out of Portland, and we sent it to their convention. It was fun.
nice.
Yeah.
Just,
Nice.
if it's at all thick, it will not come out of that bottle.
I know. Yeah. And I mean, we've been working on our texture, and so I think we should be in good shape, in terms of dealing with getting it in and out of the bottle.
Yeah.
My entire staff wants us to use the same bottle as our co-pack client. And I don't want to. I want to
Why
use something
not?
different.
I
Why
know you
don't I
wanna-
want to?
Because just to be different than
Yeah. I mean, part of it's also like, I really want to avoid the appearance of copying any of our co-pack clients. I don't want, I mean, and we're never, I mean, obviously we could just see it on the shelf and be like, ooh, we're going to do that. Like, this isn't what the bottle is being used is out there for the world. But so it's not even like the fact of copying. It's really the appearance. I mean, like, I don't want to even appear to be copying a co-pack client.
right for the integrity of your own company.
Yeah, I just want to stay away from that nobody's feeling like, oh, I can't tell Claire things because she's going to steal my idea. Like, there's a million ideas out there. We don't need to steal yours. It's fine.
Yeah.
So there aren't that many 50 milliliter or 2-ounce bottles. So, figuring that part out, they all seem to have really narrow necks. But I just don't want to copy. I don't want to appear to copy my clients. So,
Well, I mean, just have a conversation with the client. Like, hey, we want to bring 2 up.
I know he wouldn't care. I know that.
Exactly. So why should
I get
you?
it. I totally would be the same way.
So, and I like the little round bottle too. So his bottle's square. It's a French square.
Okay.
Oh.
So I don't know. Yeah. Maybe I'm going to change my mind. Like, it might happen.
So we're going through a lot of changes this year, especially on the back end. We are doing we're switching over to plastic, which I had a lot of mixed emotions about, but
Sure.
where we're at in Idaho, trying to get bottles to us has been, since COVID, it's always getting anything to us is hard. But trying to get bottles to us in the middle of nowhere has been awful. And I found out that we could get, it's basically, we can get bottles made for us in Washington and sent.
Oh, cool.
For the plastic. It's the same ones like Secret Aardvark uses in Bobby's Boat Sauce. So we're like in that transition, which is hard because it's like we gotta use up the other ones. And then we go to this and we've got all these labels. We're just going to, I don't know, store in case we go back. It's a big to do. On the positive side, I'm doing. I think it's okay to talk about this. Nobody said that I can't. So I'm doing a sauce with Andrew Zimmern. We're doing.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a great guy. We're doing a benefit sauce for the Giving Kitchen. They support food service workers in times of need, like when they have a death in the family or get injured. And because I come from that world, it really means a lot to me. So I'm really excited to be able to do that. It's a tamarind peach.
Side note, awesome shirt, Spike. I just realized you were rocking the fucking Lucky Dog.
Yeah. I got one of these and I got one from John, Bear River.
I would totally rock an ugly Christmas butterfly bakery sweatshirt.
An ugly Christmas butterfly bakery sweater.
Yeah, like an ugly Christmas sweater, but butterfly bakery, 100%.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, that is a good. Fuck, I shouldn't have said anything.
I might have to do something like that because one of the sauces we're coming out with at Christmas time is a ugly sweater. You get the double meaning, and it's got a guy with an ugly sweater and he's sweating. My wife's idea.
Oh, ugly sweater. Get it.
And it's a mint ghost, and it's really good. We just did the first test, and I can't stop eating it.
Very nice.
Nice.
And congrats on the Zimmern sauce. That's cool. I didn't.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, yes, but yeah, congrats.
I really want to do something for April Fools, and I've been like, right before the pandemic, I came up with the idea of doing just a totally opposite from Butterfly Bakery product, like a sauce that is like water, citric acid, xanthan gum, and capsaicin extract.
Right,
Just that,
right.
and like actually make it and pretend to sell it. And then the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, I can't do April Fools now because that's wrong. Yeah. And so I just haven't done. But this year I was like, yeah, I could do it, and I'm like, man, I want to do something else. And like, there's a local company who did this amazing. They do these amazing April Fools every couple of years. Where this one particular was, it was a very in-depth article about tapping corn stalks to make corn syrup. So like, there's actually pictures of him putting those little like corn husker things and like putting them into the corn stalk, and then hanging a little tiny bucket on it and collecting the little buckets and pouring them into his pan and boiling it down to make corn syrup. And it was just like amazing. So I'm trying to figure out something along those lines that I could like pretend to make, like, you know, milking almonds to make almond milk and using that to make our caramel or something.
Right.
I don't know.
That'd be great. I've always wanted to troll Tabasco for April Fools, because like they can take it. So I wouldn't do it to somebody who couldn't take it. So it'd be fun to like troll Tabasco for like a week. So
what would that involve?
I read Richard Branson's book, Finding My Virginity. He's got two. I've read them both, and he trolled British Airways, and that's where the idea came from, because they were trying to crush his company, and so he trolled the bigwig. You know, like put a pirate flag or a virgin flag up on their plane, and did all kinds of stuff. It was a lot of fun. So I thought, that'd be kind of fun.
Well, we should probably wrap up.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, do you have any more questions for us? Or?
Yeah, right.
No, I wish I had more questions. I feel like I could hang out and just keep chatting about hot sauce with you guys.
Yeah.
Too. Like,
It's always great to talk shop.
I know.
It's a real problem we have, especially when episodes get into like the 2-hour mark.
Yes.
We try really hard not to do that anymore.
For me, it's whatever it is, it's 3 times that amount of time. And I'm trying to run a hot sauce company. It gets to be a bit much. So,
yeah.
Well, Go ahead. What were you going to say?
I was just going to say, I think it's really cool for you guys to take the time out to talk to, fellow makers.
We love it.
Yeah, we love it. It's a privilege.
So much fun.
Well, thank you so much.
Love it.
Okay, Spike and I love it. Zach, whatever. He shows up.
Whatever.
He shows up.
I'm here because I made a commitment to Spike many months ago, and I can't back out on it.
That's.
I'm just kidding.
That's romantic. That's a romantic take on it.
So Spike and I met in person for the first time at Fiery Foods. You should really send her that video.
Oh God,
that video is adorable. It was just great. I loved
so much fun to make.
Please
do.
It's like if you go on, I think it's on the Flavor Balance Heat Instagram.
Yeah, Flavor Balance Heat.
Yeah. Well, I'm a big fan of your sauce. Have been for years. You've been an inspiration, and it really is truly an honor to have you here.
Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate that, and I respect each one of you for what you've been doing over the years and what you continue to do. So thank you.
Thank you.
I will say before leaving, one of my most memorable Queen Majesty ERICA moments specifically is when you were making hot sauce with Sean Evans during the pandemic, and you just looked at that dude like rolling your eyes and shit. I was like, oh, fucking yeah.
I did not know that they had that on camera. I thought he was just being like, goofy and like charming or whatever, and I just thought it was funny, and I had no idea that they were filming me at that moment.
That's great.
That was a great moment.
Well, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for hanging out.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
This has been a Spike Mind Media production.